Well, in this Doing Good, sponsored by RGC Glass, we are shining the spotlight on Seven Hills Homeless Center. It's a vital resource in Northwest Arkansas. From meals and shelter to housing programs, Seven Hills is making a real impact for those in need. And today I've got Becky here to share more. Thank you for being here.
Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely.
Yes.
We love it when you come to the studio. So we've had you on the show several times, but I want to go ahead and talk about the mission of Seven Hills.
Seven Hills is really set up to be the response for people who are experiencing homelessness in Fayetteville. And that's truly the focus. Of course, we see people from other areas, but kind of understanding and identifying who we are serving is really important, and something we've really been working on this year. I mean, in last year, we serve people who are dealing with mental illness, addiction, and have some homelessness that has come into their lives. So much of that happens, and then they lose connection with family members and with community. And so I like to, kind of broaden the spectrum a little bit and just say we're really focusing on people who are lost and really need some guidance. And so that's what we've really been focusing on at Seven Hills. Of course, the last 3 weeks we've been focusing on the cold weather.
Right.
And that's just really a great testament to what can be done in Fayetteville and the city of Fayetteville. We've got great partners. Something that we have really focused on is finding people who are viable partners who believe what we believe. And Potter's House and Genesis Church, the city of Fayetteville, the CERT team from the police department has been phenomenal and helped us. And so we're going to continue that focus over this year and make sure that we're providing those much needed services.
And I love what you said about helping folks who are just lost.
Right.
I think that's just a wonderful way to put it.
Yeah.
How long has Seven Hills been around?
It'll be 25 years next year.
25
It
years.
actually, right? Isn't that crazy? It actually started out of the minds of some really great people. Ken Pinnell is one of those people that is still kind of involved and gives us a little bit of guidance. But people realized that there was a need, and the need wasn't nearly as great as it is today. Wow. And so it's kind of evolved. What Seven Hills, we're very malleable, just like the homeless population changes and the needs change. We as an organization do that as well. And so being around that long, there's good and bad with that. And, we've been able to learn what really works. And what really works is we've got to make it easy for people to get help and impossible for people to stay homeless. If you were to go and ask anybody at our cold weather shelter, is this something that is this where you want to be today? 92% are going to say, no, I'd really rather be somewhere stable. Right. People who have mental illness or addiction, that's a whole other, route for them. But you're always going to have that 8% that's like, we like the independence and we're going to be out here being independent. But for the most part, that majority wants to be inside. So when we opened our 64-bed shelter at Seven Hills, we started really reaching out to people and saying that we were serving and saying, who wants out? How can we come beside you and help you find your next best step? Because that's scary.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you've been outside for a while and not had structure, to make that commitment that I want to do something better for my life, to come into shelter, that's what happens. We get case management involved. And once case management is involved, we see people getting jobs. We see people being able to move out on their own. Some of the things that we have the flexibility to try that we're trying is we've been employing people that we've been serving. So
wow,
right?
That's so great.
Right, it's kind of fun.
So let me ask this, if folks want to get involved, if they want to help support you guys, what can they do?
Well, of course, we love monetary donations, that flexibility with dollars. It does take money to do that. SevenHillsCenter.org is our website, and there's a place to donate there. Follow our social media. If you want to get involved and volunteer, we are constantly posting what our needs are and what our volunteer needs are. And also just be kind and understand that the person that you're seeing on the corner is probably someone's son or daughter. And we're working through those things. And they can always recommend that people come to Seven Hills for help.
Oh, wow, that's great. Well, thank you so much for joining us
for having
filling
me.
us in. Absolutely.